Hey, this is Bob, fully vaccinated Hope. And welcome to Hollywood, where pot's legal and plastic straws are contraband. Hollywood, where men are men and sometimes the women are too. You know, I have to do this. It's not a prank. My 41st year in television, and I got to do this for the money because I have to fill my tank. You know, the prices of oil has gone so high. You know, I don't mind the Arabs pulling this over the barrel. But what I do think they should do is pay more attention to where they stuff the nozzle. And that dipstick. And speaking of that, you know, I asked an attendant, I said, how much for a gallon of regular unleaded? He said, well, it's $4.98 a gallon, but I don't know how much it'll be by the time you stuff the nozzle in your tank. Yeah, I'll tell you, the oil is so high, you know, if the topless bars during the pandemic stayed open, and of course the church is closed, and I had the perfect solution. You know, I thought that the preachers should jazz up their sermons with a striptease. Yeah, you know, this Dr. Fauci is having a hard time defining coronavirus. He said it's a Latin word meaning, your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, I'll tell you, I got a hip fan club. As a matter of fact, they're literally, they've all had hip replacements. I kind of appeal to an older fan base. I was just on tour with the Stones, the kidney stones. Yeah, I tell you, I have the best makeup crew in the biz. The same crew that restored the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, I'm a little old-fashioned. I'm so square, I thought the Deep Throat was about a film about a giraffe. Yeah, I know how to stay young, folks. I figured out how to do it. I hang around older people. Yeah, to me, wine, woman, and song, I've replaced that with prune juice, a heating pad, and Uber Eats. But I tell you, it's showbiz is tough. And, I grew up with 6 brothers, and that's how I learned how to dance, folks, waiting for the bathroom. Now, they say the stealth bomber is supposed to be a big deal. It flies in undetected, bombs, and flies out of town. Hell, I've been doing that all my life. When I started in showbiz, hell, I wouldn't have had anything to eat if it weren't for the stuff the audience threw at me. Yeah, I'll tell you, it was rough starting out. And my worst and first showbiz job was a nudist colony magician. And you'll never guess where I hid the doves. I'll tell you, last night's audience was so polite they covered their mouth every time they yawned. My wife Dolores is dyslexic. As a matter of fact, last Thanksgiving it got bad. Instead of baking a turkey for 4 hours at 450 degrees, she baked it at 4 degrees for 450 hours. Yeah, did you hear McDonald's employee was arrested for lacing a Happy Meal with heroin? Yeah, the parents got suspicious when the toy prize was a Keith Richards action figure. I love golf. As a matter of fact, it's the only sport left where players aren't penalized for being on grass. I'll tell you, and hey, how about this new president, huh? The last time I played golf with Biden, he hit a birdie, an eagle, an aardvark, an elk, and a moose. I tell you, Joe Biden's having trouble remembering the sequence for the nuclear codes. To make it easier on him, they hooked it up to a clapper. I tell you, it's a cold spell in D.C. It's so cold, hey, the politicians finally had their hands in their own pockets. Hey, this is Bob Hope. Thanks for the